This is gonna sound far-fetched for people that actually aren't actors, but it is a strange feeling when you don't really know where you begin and where you end and where they begin, I mean. Gosh, I think it happens in waves, you know. There was something great that happened during the pandemic, actually, that Pablo was the Kickstarter for. He asked me to do like a little short film when we were all kind of stuck inside. And then I realized that I had been just kind of sedated and a little bit paralyzed, which I guess is natural. It was a weird time. But in terms of finding my voice as somebody who could really engage with the world in a public way, which is a very odd experience and not necessarily something that everyone has to do. Every day I get older, it's a lovely feeling. Yeah, I think there are little moments where you realize, like, ooh, now is the time to use the voice. It's not all the time. Like, I had gotten to know the sort of value of it and the impact of it maybe in the last 5 years. It's just become sort of, I've found like a sort of ease that is, I think, comes along with getting older. Pablo gave me really good advice when I got a new camera. He was like, don't be precious with it, use your equipment, destroy it, always have it on you. But that's boring and probably not right for this. I used to use a lot of kind of built up pressure and self-doubt in order to kind of have enough inertia to push me through things. And as I've gotten older, I have a more methodical approach, and I've always looked at older actors and wondered how they can prepare, because once you experience something, it's hard to repeat it. And I've always gotten the same advice from the best actors I've ever worked with, which is it's different every time. And to kind of have faith in that and to not think that you've always like blown your load. I thought anything was only worth it if I was like sweating and crying and about to throw up, and now I realize that actually if you just learn your lines and come to set, like stand and deliver comfortably is kind of the way to go. Yeah, but as a kid I just couldn't understand that. There are a few actors that will be forever engaging and honest and beautiful, and I've gotten to work with a few of them, really. I think Julianne Moore, it feels like my work mom. I don't do anything without kind of running it by her. She's read everything I've ever written. In terms of kind of like art heart heroes, to quote Lydia Yuknavitch, I feel there are certain bits of writing that unlock me. Patti Smith is one of those people. Lydia Yuknavitch, she's written The Chronology of Water. It's a movie that I want to make. Those are the ones that stand out. Like, you know, endless. I feel kind of in this beautiful bursting place right now. I feel like it's like creatively it's spring for me. I mean, look, I'm cooking. I'm away. I'm making things happen. You know, just to keep it specific, recently having played Diana in this movie, this experience has opened me up, and kind of I just feel taller, and I took more light into my physicality making this movie than I ever have. Every day I came to set, I felt like I could literally carry everyone on my back. Like, please hop on and I will run us through this. And like, that is her fully. She also is like somebody who's not afraid to laugh and dance and cry and do it all in public and be messy, but also just be somebody who loves unabashedly, and like, such a beautiful feeling. Just sort of like letting yourself lead with light. Like, the overriding word that I would take away from this whole thing is just immense joy. I mean, I think it's the only perspective that I have so far. It's the one that has paved the way towards wanting to sort of direct. And I find them so intrinsically tied, acting and directing. And I know that maybe sounds completely obvious, but some people, you know, do it differently. I'm fully aware of where the camera is and how to kind of get the most out of perspective. I am obsessed with what it takes to preserve a moment and create the sort of chemical star stuff that is necessary to be honest and capture somebody in a state that is oddly not even remotely controlled by anything but chaos. I have a lot of respect for tricks and elaborate kind of big stuff, but my favorite thing is when it feels caught and accidental, when everyone on set looks at each other and goes, that was absolutely it. It's such an addictive feeling. I will never stop chasing that. My main is my dog. You know, she's like a Heinz 57 ketchup type. Many faces on that one. Sometimes very concerned, sometimes silly, elated. She's like the light of my life, my dog. I do it all for her. It's all for Cole.